gender equality and the empowerment of women of Africa is in the forefront of all our strategies and policies in the African Union. And this empowerment is not only um, political empowerment, it's political, social empowerment, economic empowerment. In February 2019, the African heads of states and government adopted the strategy of the equality and empowerment of women in Africa, partnership with UN agencies and our development partners. The African Union itself seeked the parity of women and put it as a target that by 2025 we will have full parity. The political leadership of the African Union right now consists of 50% women and 50% men. And we are going further now after the reform, which is going to be implemented in the coming elections of the new commission in 2021. In the coming elections, we will go to the level that if the chairperson of the commission is a man, then the deputy should be a woman, and vice versa. So, and keeping the parity in the rest of the department in the elections of the commissioners. We are trying to make sure that we will have positive discrimination for women when we are undergoing any recruitments in the regular positions. I think also the dialogue and the engagement between the headquarters in Addis Ababa and the RECs, the regional economic communities, and the continuous also dialogue and engagement with our member states on the implementation of Maputo Protocol is also a very important thing. We have the Women Leadership Initiative is one also of our outstanding initiative. We have a special envoy in the African Union for peace and security issues, gender and peace and security. We have now just appointed a youth envoy, which is also a young lady leading also, and this is also could reflect that the African Union put emphasis also on the young leaders or the women leaders in Africa. For example, when we are putting our continental policies on health, we always put emphasis on the women health or girls health. We put also our emphasis on the sexual and reproductive health and family planning issues. We have policies on maternal mortality and child mortality rates, how to reduce it. We have the Karma campaign for this. We have our continental health policy, which addresses all the issues to do with women's health. So these kind of programs is also in line with the work that's being led by the Directorate of Women, Gender and Development as a leading directorate in the African Union, which is under the chairperson. Also, we have programs like ending of child marriage in Africa, which is part of eliminating this practice from the continent. It's also, we have the Girls Summit, the first Girls Summit, the second Girls Summit. We are using it to empower the young girls of Africa. We have new projects like African Girls Can Code, which is also for the empowerment of the young girls of Africa and to build their capacity in the IT area, which is a very important area for the development. If you go to the rural economy and agriculture, you will find that because women are the majority in the agriculture sector in Africa, there is a special programs directed to the women farmers and how to empower them. You will find out there is empowerment in terms of the creating of jobs to women and making sure that there is job security for the women. So there is a lot of initiative in the science of technology and technology area. You will find that there is initiative targeting women. If you go to the Division of Education, you will find specific attention is being given to the education of girls and how to have sustainable programs to keep girls at the schools and to make sure that women they will be they're given their opportunity to be educated and to finish their education. So if you go to any of the department of the African Union, the 8 departments, you will find these 8 departments working towards the empowerment of women, and this work is always being conducted in collaboration and coordination with the Directorate of Women and Gender as a mandated directorate with the issues of the women empowerment in Africa.